Recently very critical of Donald Trump.
He tries to make headlines without doing any type of deep policy dives. If you don't have in-depth knowledge of your policies and the reasons why they may or may not work, then you're going to have to listen to other people. You're going to have to be guided by others in everything. And so because of that, he's going to be a puppet president.
Ooh, a puppet president. Joining me now is the star of Shark Tank, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and entrepreneur Mark Cuban. Mark, first off, were you in a bunker in that CNN interview?
It sure looks like it, right?
Are you okay?
It was falling everywhere, but thank you for asking.
Okay.
I've survived.
So you've been hating on Trump a little bit, and I think I know why.
Why?
I think you're jealous.
Oh, I'm incredibly jealous.
This guy is a big mouth billionaire about to be president, and you're like, wait a second, I was the first big mouth billionaire out there. What about me?
Right. That's just my tendencies, right? People I really admire, I tend to emulate and try to copy them as much as I can.
Much better. Much better.
You know, and so I just try to steal their thunder wherever I have the opportunity.
You can't put that down now. You have to keep that up for the rest of the interview.
And I'm okay with that.
Okay, good. I don't know if the audience is. But I thought you guys were supposed to stick together, you billionaires. Isn't it a club?
It is a club, but he forgot the handshake.
Because you know, if there's an uprising, the peasants are coming after you billionaires first.
You know what? That's true. So Donald has nothing to worry about.
Okay, good. So what's the problem with the Donald? What don't you like specifically?
Specifically, this is an important job, and it's one thing to campaign in a primary and to find your following. It's a whole nother thing to really do the work. You know, it's like any other business or any other position. You have to dig down and you have to understand all the issues, and I don't think he's done that. And that's a problem.
President Obama ran this big Hope and Change campaign. I don't remember a lot of deep policy coming out of President Obama when he was running.
And that's fine, right? And if we were commenting about the 2008 and 2012 races relative to the competition, then we might be having this conversation. But I'd say the other difference is Obama's a politician, like it or not, and Donald's not. And so at some point you have to know what's going on.
Do you think Donald Trump has the temperament to be commander-in-chief?
Depends who he puts around him. You know, I think there's risk. And I think there's two Donald Trumps. You know, there's the Donald Trump that plays to an audience. There's a Donald Trump that, you know, does what he thinks it takes to win. And then there's the Donald Trump that you sit and talk to. And, you know, the Donald Trump that I've met when I sit and talk to him, yeah, there's a chance he has a temper. But the problem is we don't know which Donald we're going to get.
Now, you're a Texas guy.
Yep.
You must like Trump's border wall, correct?
Yeah, right.
You don't like the wall?
No.
Why not?
No. Well, let me just put it this way, right? If that wall was so important as an American citizen, given he's worth more than $10 billion and it's going up by the minute, who knows, maybe $1 billion an hour, why doesn't he put up the money?
Charity wall.
Why doesn't he put up the money?
Well, I think he wants to be president and have the wall, too.
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes you just have to do the right thing. And if that's the right thing, you got to put your money where your mouth is.
So if you're the owner of the Dallas Mavericks and some guys sneak into the Mavericks game undetected, don't buy tickets, sit in the seats of regular season ticket holders, start cheering, causing mayhem, buying food, you wouldn't allow that, would you?
Depends if the seats were empty or not.
I'm sure it's a Mavericks game. It's sold out every night,
you know,
right?
We have the longest sellout streak in all of professional
sports. So you wouldn't let it happen. So why should America let people come in without waiting in line and buying tickets?
That's an oversimplification. So we can argue in every which way. But
I'm trying to keep it simple for you, Mark.
I know, and I appreciate that. But, you know, the reality is immigration the real problem? So if we had enough jobs for everybody and we needed people to fill jobs, immigration wouldn't be the issue it is today, would it?
No.
Let's talk about illegal immigration. So if part of illegal immigration is deportation, correct? Right? So if they're here illegally, you got to get them out if it's a problem. Now, if you want to damage the Second Amendment, push for deportation.
Why do you say that?
Because if you are part of an immigrant family and there's 1, 2, 3 American citizens as part of that family, maybe relatives are not, and they're here illegally living in the same home, you have that same right as everybody to protect yourself from someone banging on your door trying to remove, you know, not being sure, you know, are you the illegal immigrant? Is your cousin the illegal immigrant? You're not going to know until someone breaks down your door.
Well, I think I need Second Amendment rights to protect against you because I've seen you lose your cool and get kicked out of a few Mavericks games myself.
Well, I've seen you referee some games, so that's why.
You have been taking calls from politicians
Yep.
asking if you might be on the ticket. Is that true?
Yeah, or as an independent candidate. Yes, it is.
Because they want help bankrolling the campaign, or are you
No.
that much of a catch that they want to put you on the ticket? There it is. Listen, if you pop that thing, you're on the ticket. You're number 2. You'll probably lose about half the country like that. No, but so you've been really courted recently.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
You know, as an independent, I think we live in such a partisan environment, just over the top partisan, to the point where we have a stalemate in Washington. It's complete gridlock. And it's going to take somebody who can deal with both sides of the aisle, that doesn't have the legacy baggage from being in one party or the other.
What would your slogan be?
Oh, golly, I don't know. What do you think it should be?
You can tell me. It's got to fit on a bumper sticker.
Let's get paid.
I love it. All right, listen, is that your slogan? I'll vote for you. Let's get paid.
Done and done.
Well, thank you very much.
It was fun. Thanks.
Thanks for coming in, and keep the collar popped.
Hey.
Hey, the Fonz. There you go.
Appreciate it, Jess. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Coming up, has Al Sharpton been lying about his taxes?